right? So we're getting these tiny moves on ETH. Again, this is why we make this play. It's basically the same chart, just levered. Okay, so from the Pico low, we're up about 19%. Look, 50%. So from the Pico low on ETH, we're up 19%. Pepe's up 50%. So if you were accumulating at the lows and getting large positions here, look, you're up 50%. This is my point. So if we think ETH is going to go anywhere near 4,000 again, or what would make more sense, it's not, oh yeah, because the chart's not that old for Pepe, or if it even just gets back to previous cycle all-time highs, which is 5,000, Pepe is going to rip fucking face. So let's look at it with, let's look. Andy. Where's Andy? Andy. Not, let's see. Andy, I want to see it on, here it is. Uniswap and USD. Yep. Okay, look at this. Okay, from the Pico low on Andy, all right, where are we at right now? Let's see if it's more levered than, yes it is, see? So Andy from the Pico low. So ETH up 19%, Pepe up 51%, Andy up 60%, okay? The beta chain, the beta play is still playing, okay? So it's up 60% just from the lows. If ETH pulls a 2x from here and just goes back to 4,000, let's say, and we just knock our heads off of 4K again and we come back down, cycle's over, even if you just play that move on ETH back to 4,000, Pepe, Andy, Wolf, rip face. So let's put Wolf on here too. They're still doing what they're supposed to be doing, right? So if we do Land Wolf, where we at 0x67, yeah, that's the one. Give me the one on Uniswap. Here it is. Okay. Look at how levered Wolf is. Okay. Let's pull this up. So from the Pico low on Wolf, we're up 54. From this high, we were up 63, but we'll call it right here. 55%. So yeah, they're moving in conjunction, okay? So you see how this works. ETH up 19%, 51%, 61%, 55%. Okay, beautiful. Beta train still playing. So here's what we're doing. We're saying, okay, well, if that's the beta train playing out as expected, okay, where do we think ETH goes from here? Well, if ETH just goes back to this cycle, all-time highs, you're looking at another 2x. If ETH does a 2x, Pepe will do 6x. If ETH does a 2x, Andy will do 12x. Wolf will do 15x from these levels, right? This is when you want to accumulate. If ETH goes back up to previous all-time highs, which in my opinion, it will at the very least this cycle, I don't see any reason ETH doesn't get to 6,000 though. So let's say 6,000. So we get up to 6K. That's almost a 3x. So if ETH does a 3x from its current prices, Pepe does what? That would be a 9x. So Pepe would do 9x. Andy and Wolf would be closer to 20x from the current prices, right? 20x is not a joke. That's $1,000 into $20,000. That's 10 grand into 200 grand, right? That's a big deal. Those are the types of moves you're going to see on the Boys Club this cycle. because ETH, this chart is not done. Okay? Because as a reminder, what's ETH? It's IWM. So let's do IWM, new pane. It's just this chart. Okay? IWM is shitco's, small cap stocks. Okay? This is the first time that IWM has not broken to new all-time highs during the retest of the previous all-time high. So the last time IWM went to all-time highs is right there. Okay? Look at where ETH was. Literally perfect confluence. IWM at all-time highs, ETH at all-time highs. IWM breaks out over here. So tops out over here. Pumping. So ETH is doing what? Pumping, right? So ETH tops right here. This is why IWM's right here, okay? IWM nukes right here. ETH came back down. Boom. We start pumping into this high. Okay, good. Cycle's over. We come back down. We nuke. We come into a bear market. Same thing with IWM. Reaccumulation down here in a bear market. This is the first time that IWM's come back up, retested previous cycle all-time highs. And what did it do here? Call the top perfectly on ETH. Okay? So IWM still has not broken out to new all-time highs. The confidence that this gives me is that on this move back up, like we've been talking about, that break to new all-time highs is going to send ETH where? To new all-time highs. Okay? If you don't think we're going into a recession, if you don't think we're going into a bear market, this is what's going to play out on ETH. Okay? IWM will start to push back up, break new all-time highs as the S&P does. S&P goes to new all-time highs this time. So does IWM. So does Ethereum. So does all of our risk assets. Okay? So this is, again, what I'm trying to say is you have to have the foresight to understand what's actually going on in the market bigger picture. So that now you look at something like Pepe, Andy, and Wolf, which are so far down from their all-time highs. Instead of saying, damn, these things are so nuked. Fuck, this sucks. You got to look at this and say, oh my goodness, this is generational bid. Oh my goodness, this is generational bid. Because we're going to get a move back up to the upside. This is a fucking generational bid. Every single time we come into this demand, huge pump. Come into the demand, huge pump. Come back into the demand. What are you going to get this time? Huge pump. Huge pump. Even if it just comes back up here, you still printed. Okay? So things are still looking how I want to look. Beta train is still working. Boys Club is still going to print. If we look at ETH BTC, which is our altcoin oscillator, we've come into about as low a territory as you can come into to start bottoming out at. So ETH BTC, this shows whenever this is pumping up, Ethereum and ETH Beta are outperforming Bitcoin. If this is coming down, Bitcoin's outperforming Ethereum. Okay, so if this is coming down, it's not good for our altcoins. Now, this is the Pico low, bear market low on ETH BTC, is this little demand zone right here. Okay. This is where we probably get our reversal on ETH BTC. And so we're very close. Look, you get just a little bit lower. Okay, which this can come lower even if Bitcoin USD is going up and ETH USD is going up. That's fine. As long as Bitcoin USD is going up more than ETH USD, this chart still comes lower because it's underperforming Bitcoin, right? So you get this last little puke right into this demand zone, right over here, where we retested this demand over here. Then you're going to start to see something like that. You're going to get this little move back down to here, bottom out, right? Just like we did here. And see this. That's where we print. That's where we print money. That's where our altcoins go fucking berserk. That's alt season. Okay. So everything's lining up, gentlemen. We're close. Just patience, right? Time is on our sides. I mean, we have the time for it. We're close. We just need this to bottom, pump. We need S&P to start moving back into price discovery. When that happens, you're going to see IWM go into price discovery. You're going to see Ethereum go into price discovery. You see all of our altcoins go into price discovery. That's the play right here. So we got to get this tagged. Okay. You get this tag, we're shoving. All right. Okay. All right, gentlemen. So there's you go. There's your updates. All right. That's pretty much all I had for you today. Any questions, comments, concerns? Charts you guys want to look at? I know we looked at Ponky for the one, gentleman. Anything else you guys want to look at? What's this shit? Good? All right, gentlemen. What a fucking incredible journey this has been through the downside, huh? But you're going to see. Everybody's going to come running back to the markets as things start to pump again. Everybody's going to think you got lucky. Everybody's going to think it was easy. No, they don't understand. They don't understand all the time and energy you've put into learning these markets, showing up to these streams, allocating your money to these assets whenever nobody wanted to do it. Yeah, they're gonna say it's luck. They're gonna say you didn't have to work for it. You didn't have to do anything for it. Yeah, sure. Now you guys know what you're doing right now. Okay, we're gonna win. We're gonna win in the long term because we're gonna continue to show up every single fucking day. We're gonna continue to work with the same energy and intensity, regardless if we're excited, if we're not excited, if we're happy, sad, doesn't matter. Every day we show up with the same energy and intensity, because then we'll never miss a lucky day. And whenever these markets do make this move back up, I'm telling you, this chart, I'm telling you, look, this chart is going to look like this. We're going to be jeeting up here, gentlemen. Lives will be changed, okay?